Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Doyce and welcome back to Age of Engineering. I almost forgot what this series was called. Welcome back to Age of Engineering. So last time, we were working with, what were we doing? We were working on getting power storage. And we have power storage, and I'm not looking at my base right now because I've made some changes, as you can see. So the base looks a lot different because, well, I'm kind of in the process of rearranging things and making things look a little bit better and all that kind of fun stuff. But last time we went ahead and made this guy the HV capacitor, and we're pretty much ready to start using power. We just need to kind of distribute it and all that kind of fun stuff. We were also working towards getting some peat, which most of this is mature. We're just waiting on a couple that are pretty close. I think they have one more tick to go. So we're going to just let those set. But as you can see, I've done a lot of work getting things different. Best way I can say. Just try to move things around and all that kind of stuff. As you can see from my hammer, I have went mining for a bit. I also have a diamond chisel because the iron ones don't last very long. What does this require to... I think I can use anything. And unfortunately, all of those are kind of a pain to get. But I guess cobalt's not that bad. Otherwise, electrum, which I kind of wanted to use for some other stuff today. Or night slime, which, yeah, I don't really want to use that. So let's take a couple cobalt. Can't we go do that through the macerator, or we just have to... I think we can macerate this. Hopefully we have a little bit of power. So let's macerate this, get some cobalt dust, and then cook that up. And hopefully it doesn't use up too much power. But as you can see, I've kind of split things off a little bit. We have the immersive engineering stuff, which for right now, this is pretty much all we're going to be doing. I need some sort of void. I didn't look up any kind of... anything that would void out the creosote oil, because honestly we have way too much of it, and then we have a little bit of steel ready to go, but I haven't made any yet. Something I would like to look into, mending. I hate it when it does that. Greenhouse. So the thing I would like to look into is like a mending rod, mending moss, and I believe you can also put an experience rod, one of these guys, but we cannot make solarium yet. I don't believe we can smelt down. There's no alloy recipe for solarium. So yeah, we can't make solarium yet until we get an alloy smelter. Or an alloy furnace from Tech Reborn, which refine iron. That's a long way. That recipe does not work. You have to make molten steel and electric solidifier. Yeah, nasty stuff. Stuff that we can't get into, anyways, because we need an energetic alloy. So, mending moss. So ball of moss. Right click a bookshelf with this to convert to mending moss, consumes 10 levels. Alright, I have plenty of levels. We should be able to do this. Okay. I would like to put mending moss on my hammer, just because it's going to make my life a lot easier. So let's go ahead and do that. So first thing we need to do is get some mossy stone. Well, mossy stone brick will work as well, so let's just chisel up some. Because my plan is to use the hammer for like everything. We're going to be using the hammer for a long time. Now the last thing I need is a bookshelf, which I should have plenty of books. And I have some wood on me. So let's just do one of these. And there's a bookshelf. Hopefully it works on this. So this will consume 10 levels. No, it doesn't work. Alright, so... I believe... Can I chisel this into normal wood? I don't think I can, no. we also need to sleep because I don't have walls to protect us or anything like that. So basically, we're going to be working a little bit on the base today and then also progressing to try to get a bit of progress made in terms of the ages, the actual quest progression. So let's get rid of that. We're going to need a lot of wood here soon. So there is almost everything. We just need the books, which I thought I had the books. Oh well. I have... Oh, there they are. I put them in there for some reason. I didn't even notice that. So, bookshelf. Place that down. Cool. Mending moss. And the bookshelf stays. Awesome. That's kind of cool. So we just put that on there, and it's going to get mending moss. Picked up XP is stored in the tool. It slowly uses up the XP to regenerate durability. Now, I believe you can do that again. So let's try again. Either way, putting it on the other thing, the excavator, would not be a bad idea either. Which is something we made last time. Kind of hastily, I'll admit. But we have one more modifier. Can we do mending moss too? Yes. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. That'll make it gather XP even faster. And what we can do is I have a bit of solidified experience. Let's put that in our offhand. And that will give it a little bit of mending. And it's not going to be all that good, but it is going to be better than nothing. So we'll repair our tool a little bit and honestly, hopefully keep it up to par. The cobalt will also help, so that's that. So today, first of all, we have some glass. We have some bubble glass. We're going to use this for this guy. I need to make a lot more glass. But that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I also have glass that I'm going to be putting up here. Something like this. And I want to go ahead and get the slime sling. I like the bubble glass because it does look nice. And I decided to do the Celtic up top because I like the braid look. And then we have the jelly bean. And this is all chiseled stone, not cobblestone. Because that's what we're getting from our mine. I did go mining for a little bit, and it was good. I got a good bit of stuff, but yeah, I need to do something about all of this cobblestone. And I think one of the first things I'm going to do is make some compressed. So we're going to make a bunch of compressed cobblestone for now, and yeah, that'll work. So we have a little bit of stone. I'm going to turn some of this into the jelly bean, just so that we can kind of plot out a little bit more. So I did a bit off camera, so I have the immersive engineering room, which eventually this will probably be extended that direction to account for any machines if our base needs those. So kind of the plan is eventually we're going to move to the mining dimension, and we're going to live exclusively in the mining dimension because eternal day means I can do all the work I want all the time. I've seen people, specifically if you've watched Direwolf 20, he did a playthrough of this mod pack. He used a space station for his main base, which is cool. It definitely is cool, but not something I want to do. Not something I want to deal with. I don't want to do it in the overworld, so this is just going to be a temporary base. And kind of my thought process is we will need to get to applied energistics at some point. Let's see. The inscribers require thermal binders, so neotech. So it looks like age 6-ish will be about when we can start working on some other things. And so once we can get applied energistics decently running, that will be kind of when we move to the mining dimension. That's the plan. So I don't foresee us needing much more room than this for our immersive engineering stuff, but we might. And something I'm going to do in the mining dimension in the final base is kind of separate things like I'm doing. So this will be the oh, whatever this mod is. What is I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's Tinker's Construct. So let's move all the Tinker stuff, and we're gonna put that in here because that makes sense. We're just gonna kind of set it off to the side. Let's see, Tool Forge. We can put the pattern chest there, stencil table, part builder, and everything. I guess we have to, oops, that's a shovel. I guess we have to do something like this. And I believe if we put a crafting bench with this as well, we can actually make it so that it's permanent. Like, I can look at all of them. So can I do that? I can, but I don't like that. But what we can do is something like this. Does that work? It does. Awesome. So we can look at everything. That should be good. That should work out fairly nicely. And it's kind of nice in the corner. I don't know if we're going to need anything else over here anytime soon. We might put some other things in here. Honestly, something like, actually, can we? Haha. That still scares me whenever that charges up. So we're going to put a bookshelf in here just for decoration more than anything. And we'll put our... Actually, you know what? No. Let's break the bookshelf. What we're going to do is we're going to put our trophies in here for the time being. So this will be our temporary trophy room. We will make a proper one later, and that'll be fine. So, just pick these guys up. What is... Okay, I guess these just take a while to break. Alright, so we have... We're in age 2. We're only in age 2. I guess age 3 is the empowered age. So... those are backwards. So let's switch these around. So it is Forge Hammer, and then Scientific Calculator, I do believe. Or rather, just the regular calculator. There is some stuff we can look at, yeah. So calculator is age 2. Forge Hammer is age 1. I'm pretty sure. Yep, cool. So this will be our like trophy room as we get stuff. We're not gonna have that many trophies, so it's not that big of a deal. You know, let's actually move them to the side. So today's episode is gonna be a lot of base building, so apologies if you're not big on that. But it's something we've needed to do a little bit, just to get organized a little bit better and make this place look nicer. So one of the big things we're gonna do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do something like that, and I want this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So we'll just kind of close this off for the time being. That is going to be a room. Now I'm gonna have, I think, a tunnel go off like this. And that's not going to work too well, but it's going to work well enough. And we'll do something similar here. And yeah, basically we could do this. Let's actually just extend this out one. and it will still be odd numbered because we're actually going out 2 blocks. And we'll live with that. So perfect. We can have the farm in the building as well. We just need to extend this. And it looks like our bog earth is completely ready. So we can get that here soon, and we'll have peat. So perfect. This will work for the time being, and I'm already out of stone. So let's go sleep, and we can start looking at a couple of other things. So one of the big things that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get some storage, and I think that's what this room is going to be. So to find the center, 1 2 3 4 3 4, that is the center. We'll make this, I like having doorways 3 wide because it makes it nicer. And honestly, we'll extend this that way as well. Anything we need to do with industrial craft right now can go in here. So I think this is going to be the storage room. Now, the storage room, we're going to want a couple of things, and I want to see if we can actually make it. Can we make a drawer controller? So drawer controller requires a circuit board, so no. We need circuits from calculator, which requires an atomic calculator, which triggers age 8. So yeah, not gonna get that one anytime soon. But that's the harder way of getting that. So restoration chamber, weakened diamonds are scientific calculators, which we get a little bit more steel, and we can do. So that's how we can do that. Power cube, yeah, we can do all of this stuff. It's not that difficult. So, and then the reassembly chamber, I believe, is similar, just slightly different. So we can do this soon-ish, but we're gonna need a carpenter, which requires age 4. So 2 ages away. We need to make the empower, then we can make the other thing. So for the time being, we're just gonna have drawers. And I'm not a big fan of acacia wood for the drawers themselves. So we're gonna go get some oak wood. Let's drop off a good bit of stuff. We don't need the coal. Actually, we did. That was coal for things. I do have quite a bit of coal ore, which we can smelt. Sag milling it is going to be the best, but sag mill is age 5, so we've got a while for that. Crusher, that's actually really good, and we can do that. So we'll look into the crusher soon enough. That'll be a good way to process ores. That's a little bit better. It's not going to require EU. If I can avoid using EU, that's kind of my goal. So we need to bounce off and go collect a bunch of wood. Now before we do, let's go ahead, and I made some cobalt. Do I have an axe head cast? No. So let's make an axe head just out of cobblestone. And we're gonna need some gold or aluminum brass. And we're just gonna make a better axe. We're not gonna make a lumber axe yet. That is something we probably will at some point, but for right now, we won't. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that requires 2 pieces of cobalt or just 1, but we're going to replace the stone hatchet with a cobalt hatchet. It will go much, much faster. And that's the important part. So, other than that, we're going to start working on getting more. We're going to go farm some wood to get, to get drawers. I like oak drawers, they look nice. And yeah, so It says material cost 2. We probably do need another one. If not, I can always just do the thing with the thing. I can just put out an ingot cast. So that'll be done in a second. As you can see, I have holes in the top of this for glass as well. Just because glass is nice to have. So while we're waiting, let's see, does that... Yeah, we're halfway there. So while we're waiting, let's grab our cool manual excavator, and we're going to come over here and just start getting some peat. And we'll get dirt back for this as well. So it's not a complete loss, but we can go ahead and get some more bog earth down, because we might need more peat. So, easy enough. And honestly, that's a good enough plot for now for us. So we got 48 peat out of that. Now we need the peat in order to make the basic greenhouse, which we'll get to hopefully today. We'll see. I honestly don't know. Do I have plenty of gold. I don't have any. Okay, I have plenty of iron, so we should be able to get that today. Is this done? It is. Cool. So we can bounce our way over, find some nice oak wood, get a bunch of trees chopped down, just kind of clear cut a forest, all that kind of stuff. Why did I go over here? I did this just so I can stay in this room. So we just do this, and we replace it. And yeah, so our durability will go from 128 to 820, and mining speed from 4 to 12. I think that's pretty good. So I do believe, if we look at journey map, where is the closest? I don't know if that's birch wood. That's a forest, but it's not a very big one. More acacia. Yeah, we're gonna have to bounce over this direction, I think, or towards those other villages. So we definitely need to go south-ish. So let's bounce this way. Yeah, there's some oak trees in this area, but not many. Also this... Okay, that's kind of cool. This guy, the blacksmith, is like half and half. I think because... Actually, I don't know. I did get the stuff out of here. Yep. Okay. So let's keep bouncing our way south. And find some oak trees to chop down. A decent number, hopefully. That's kind of what I want. So there is a bit of a forest up here. And one thing I'm actually kind of looking forward to, just because of the amount of wood that we're going to need. Now, one thing we're going to do is eventually we're going to have a full-fledged tree farm. We can't really automate anything like that quite yet, so we have to wait. But once we do get to that point, we'll have a nice tree farm, and eventually, something I want to do is have a full animal farm, and we're gonna have plenty of bees, which are stinging me currently. We're gonna have plenty of bees because we do have to do some work with bees, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your opinion of bees. Personally, I like bees, so I'm looking forward to that a little bit. But there is no bee easy mods. There's no gindustry. I don't even think there's extra bees really, and if there is, it's not very good. So yeah, eventually we're gonna have to get into bees pretty much standard, no extra mods. But that being said, I haven't done that in a long time, so it's gonna be fun. Well, I guess I do that in one of the other mod packs, Feed the Beast Infinity, but this is a newer version of forestry. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. How much would we have? 54. Let's chop down like one more oak. And cool. We get a decent number of saplings. 6. I'd like to get a little bit more than that. Just because this is going to make it my life a little bit easier. So there's a few more over here. And cool. I think this will be enough for... There's some wood right there. So yeah, we're going to eventually have to get into bees, but I do want a full animal farm as well. We're just going to have a lot of automation, a lot of resources coming in. That's kind of the plan. I want as many resources as we can get coming in at all times. Because that's going to make the late game of this mod pack a lot easier, because it gets grindy. It can get grindy, rather. But if we're smart about things and kind of target certain things, it won't be too bad. So we need to get back home. Let's grab this last sapling and bounce our way over there. So pretty much the rest of the episode, I want to make some drawers. We're going to set that up a little bit. And one of the big things is I'm not going to have the cobblestone generator with the drawers, but I probably will move that. I will do that off camera because that's going to be a bit of a pain. Like, what is it? 64 stacks are going to fall into the ground. I think 32 stacks. Close enough. So we need a couple of chests. And we have a few. And we're just going to make a good number of... Let's make like a few more. And we're going to make a bunch of drawers. I think 10 drawers will be good enough for now. We'll expand this as we need to. But what we're going to do is, if this is going to be the controller, we're going to have drawers like so. And something like this. I'm trying to think if we want to have... Let's make one more drawer just to keep it odd number. So just a chest, and then like that. Cool. And we'll just do something like this. So cool. This will work out quite nicely. And what we can do is I can start moving a lot of this stuff into there. So basalt, we're getting a lot of. That'll go over here. Hardened stone. Granite, andesite, all of these. And what's the other one? Diorite? Yeah, that's diorite. Andesite is the lighter gray one. We're going to have basically everything we can. Dirt and cobblestone are two other ones that are going to be big. Cobblestone, I'll put stone there. We'll do dirt. So this is basically just for everything that's not like super useful and we're going to get a lot of. So I will kind of go through all of that off camera. We're also going to have a couple of chests. Now, can we make, if I look up chest, is there any expanded chest type stuff? Iron chests or anything like that? Doesn't look like it. Dark Utilities, Glacial chest. I don't know what these, I guess these are just special chests, but I don't know. Decorative chests. Okay, standard size. Yeah, I don't think there's any like iron chests or stuff like that. No. So we're going to be stuck with vanilla chests. So I'll try to maximize space. We can put 2 here, 2 here. Actually, I don't even know if I'll do that. I'll probably just put them here and here for now. And then I might put one like there. And same over here. So we'll do something like that, I think. But anyways, for the last little bit of this, let's try to make a greenhouse. So the basic greenhouse requires reinforced iron, which is just iron and reinforced stone, which is just stone and wood. Easy, easy, easy. Do I have any more stone? We can go ahead and grab some from here. And let's get our calculator out. And what we're going to need, so we're going to need 9. Wasn't there another recipe to do this? Stone in a log. Is this out of power? No. Does it need to be cobblestone? It's got to be cobblestone. Alright, let's do like 3, actually, yeah, 3 sets. That'll give us some reinforced stone. And then we need 9 iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna need, I think, just a little bit of gold. To get this, we're going to need to smelt up the enriched, so we're just gonna need 1 piece of gold and 1 piece of redstone. So let's go ahead and make these guys. And it's addition, so you can actually do it either order. There's other ones that does matter, but we'll get to those later. So how much power do we have? We have enough. So let's go ahead and get this. We'll go ahead and make the block of reinforced iron. Now, one thing we can't do yet, which I think deserves to be said, we're not going to be able to move power. The reason being is I didn't get enough silver really to do anything with. That being said, we should have some more coal coke in here. We'll go ahead and get some more EU. Unfortunately, this is the best way we have right now to get a lot of ore doubling. But I have 7 silver. So we're going to need the silver in order to get electrum, which we'll make with the gold. So we'll just macerate this up, and that'll be fine. So let's put stuff here. So we have this stuff. For the greenhouse, we're also going to need hemp and peat. Those 2 are the easier 2 of the 3. So there's the peat. And hemp seeds we've been getting from the grass. So I believe that goes there, and that goes there. Now we need crystallized canola seeds, which requires the atomic reconstructor. So let's grab that guy. Once again, we don't have power transfer yet. We'll get there. Let's put this right here. And we're going to need our button. And we're going to need some canola seeds, which I actually don't have any in there. So let's get 1. We're just going to throw this right here. And there's the crystallized canola. Cool. I'm going to leave that there for now, just because we might need more. So anyways, we'll put that down here. And the last thing we need is the prune seeds, which we're going to need a couple of these. So let's get broccoli seeds. Let's actually make like 3 of these. The broccoli seeds, that is. So we need 1, 2, 3. Also, our helmet is almost broken, so I'm going to put that away and grab the osmium helmet. We're going to need 2 coal coke, and we're going to need some pumpkin seeds. Now, do we have pumpkin seeds? That's something I didn't consider. I don't believe we have pumpkins. Okay. That, luckily, is not going to be too difficult to remedy. I don't see any. So, if we look at journey map, we're going to have to go bouncing again. And extreme hills is usually your best bet. Otherwise, I have a feeling there's some over here. Like, otherwise, yeah, I don't really know. Pumpkins like the colder biomes. Extreme hills are probably the best way to find them. So, we're going to wait till night so we can sleep. I do want to just double check that I don't see any. I can put this back in here. Yeah, I don't see any pumpkins. You know, somewhere else that we can look, actually, I just realized, is in here. So this should be a little bit easier to find pumpkins, maybe. We did bounce pretty far this way. I don't remember if I saw... There's some right there. Is there any closer? Maybe. Looks like there might be some over there. So let's head west. Luckily bouncing makes this pretty simple. And nice wide open area means we can get all the pumpkins we could ever want. Now, sooner rather than later, we're going to have the technology to make some really cool things. And one of those is basically just a way to make a lot of crops very quickly. You know, let's just head to these. Oh well. So we just need to head east. And hopefully not hit anything too bad. Cool. So, yeah, like I said, eventually, relatively soon, actually, I think. We can look at it in a second. There is an immersive engineering thing that, it's called a garden cloche. They are so overpowered. And I actually have never gotten a chance to use one. Yep, there's a bunch of pumpkins. Let's go get those pumpkins. Cool. So this is a different patch, but this was a lot easier than going into the overworld and trying to find some. But yeah, eventually we're going to have access to a garden cloche, which is going to basically let us get just a ton of crops very quickly and easily, and it's amazing. It does require power, but honestly that's a pretty low cost. Once we get it, the harder cost is that it is somewhat expensive. So we'll get to that soon enough, and once we do, we're going to make a bunch of them, and that's how we're going to do all of our gardening. And a lot of our power is actually going to come from doing the... Alright, it's night, we need to sleep. There's a lot of zombies here because it's loaded. Chunk loading failed me. Alright, let's kill these zombies. Could actually be good. We could get some skulls, which definitely could use. There's one more. And yeah, so like I said, the garden cloche, we'll look up that real quick just to see what it looks like, how to make it, but it's going to be nasty. So garden cloche requires a farmer, which requires advanced greenhouse and empowered crystal seeds and northeast crystal blocks. So that's blocks of iron plus a lot of resources. And then the advanced greenhouse requires tanzanite, which we can get from lapis with an algorithm, we're going to basically just need to get to the empower. That's the biggest thing. And then weakened diamonds we can actually do once we get the scientific calculator, which we could do now. So that's not that bad. The lantern is the easiest thing, just glowstone. We'll get 3 of those. So if we can make like a bunch of those, that would be awesome. But we'll see what we can do. Anyways, there's some crushed silver. I will get that smelted up. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this. And we'll make some electrum so that we can move power around. But last thing we need to do, so we take one of our pumpkins, we make some pumpkin seeds, and I'm going to put most of the stuff in here. We're going to calculator these guys, make a bunch of broccoli seeds, and then we're going to take 2 of these and make prune seeds. One of them will be put in here with the basic greenhouse, and then I'm going to keep the other ones. So the basic greenhouse, I want to put this somewhere that's close to power. Now I do know that it requires some interesting things, so we put it here, and it needs things. It needs glass, wood, planks, and stairs. So I'm going to clear out just a little bit of an area for it. I don't know how big it is, I don't remember. And I believe it also requires power. Now, unfortunately, Calculator is a little bit of a weird mod. But, yeah. Now, there is something we could make, and I think let's make it. So, next time we're going to have power transfer going around, and I'll probably do a little bit of work getting this stuff kind of moved around, figure out where the last little, because there's going to be a room here, I think. Honestly, we'll just put it right like so. And then this will be a big room that's going to be like my power room. So I'll have the power go over here, and we'll have that go from wherever, and then we'll have an exit, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the plan. I don't know where the exit's going to be. Probably even with this, because that looks good. And then we'll have, honestly, we're going to need an exit here. I could put it here, but that would be a little awkward. There's not really any space in there. So, I don't know. We'll figure out some place to put the other exit. Probably in here, honestly. Let's see. I believe this one is centered, so right here will probably be good. But before we do anything else, there is a block that I would like to make, and that is the info calculator. How bad is that to make? Calculator screen, so it's just cobblestone and redstone. That's easy enough. I don't believe I've already made it. So I just want to double check real quick. I don't see it, so let's grab some redstone and we're gonna start crafting. So we need 2 redstone, I do believe. There's a calculator screen. And we just need 2 buttons. So we need 2 stone. So I might go mining a little bit just so we can get a little bit more in terms of building done, but for the most part, just kind of gonna try to get things taken care of with the electrum. So there's the info calculator. So if we look at this, this will tell us everything with calculator. And one of the big things I want to look at is machines. No. Blocks, no, probably not. Nutrition, module calculators, generation. Okay, so this is generators, which some of these are really expensive. I didn't see items, blocks. So tanzanite saplings are really cool because they can make stuff. It will give you health points, which is going to be something, and then it's also a good way to get tanzanite, I believe. So there's pear saplings, probably here. Advanced greenhouse, basic greenhouse. There we are. So it's a multi-block crop growth. Will build itself. You must first find a flat area, dirt, grass at the top layer. Shift clicking will tell you, okay. So that's what I needed to know. So let's see what it says. Not enough energy. So we need to get this energy. And that will be easy enough, but we're going to do that next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like I said, next time we're going to start doing a little bit of wiring and getting the base taken care of a little bit better. And kind of go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!